everyone, it's Tamara here for Dr. Digi Stamps with another card making tutorial. This time I'll be using the new release image Calum's Curious Cat. I'll be doing some Copic colouring of the image and then a very easy and quick card making tutorial. So let's get started with some colouring. I grabbed a piece of pattern paper that was going to match in with the colour that I've coloured the chair that Calum's sitting on, and I've grabbed my largest of my stitched rectangle dies and cut out a rectangle for that pattern paper. Now I'm just going to measure that, and then I'll be cutting out the blue cardstock just to create a small blue border around the outside of this pattern paper to match in with the colour of the inside of the pattern paper. So you've got the green, and then it does have a hint of this kind of blue colour. So I've grabbed out my Friskus paper trimmer, and I'm just going to cut that down. All the measurements for my card will be in the description box below for you, so that you can kind of do the same sizing that I've done for my card. So I've got my two ones now. You can see there's a nice blue border to match in for the outside of that card. I've also grabbed a scalloped rectangle die, and just using another piece of that same matching blue cardstock, I'm just trimming it down to size so I can run that through my die cutting machine. And I've grabbed out another rectangle and cutting a piece of white cardstock to go into the center of that. So I'll run those through my die cutting machine. I'll be doing some white heat embossing for my sentiment today. So as I've not used this stamp before, I'm just going to attach it to the door of my Misty and just give it a rub to get rid of any particles that might be on there. I've grabbed my anti-static powder tool and just prepping my black cardstock and my Versa watermark ink, which I'll double stamp on the sentiment. I'll grab my piece of folded white printer paper so it catches any excess of my white heat embossing powder, and just give that a double tap and get that back into that bottle. I've preheated my heat tool and just gone to the back first to get rid of any potential particles and got that nice and melted. I've pre-cut and scored a white card base, and as I mentioned, I'll have all the details in the description box below of all the measurements for this card. So I'm just getting my blue panel on first, and as you saw, I just double checked that I am putting it on the right side and give that a good rub down. We'll get our pattern paper on next, just leaving that nice blue border around the outside so that colours all match in together. I just had a little bit of cardstock sitting up the top, so I've just pulled that off and just get that all lined up. Now you could just add the white cardstock to the front of that, but I decided just to put the blue cardstock on first, and then we'll put the white cardstock on once that's already on the front. And just get that all lined up and pushed down, and grab my white cardstock again, just checking with my T ruler to make sure I've got the right amount of space on either side. We'll get our white piece attached to our front now. So I've got that all secured. Now we'll get our images ready. I want to prop Calum up, so I've grabbed some foam tape and just going to place some pieces around him to give him some full support. So I'll pop some on his shoes, which kind of stick out either side, and then we'll pop some on the little cat's tail and body so that that's all fully supported. Now that my sentiment has had time to cool off, I've grabbed my cloth and just wiping off the excess powder. Now this one's a little bit bigger, but I just wanted to make sure that I'm getting this cut to size, and I'll run that through my die cutting machine, and then I'll just grab out my paper trimmer and then trim that down to size for the either side. So I'm not going to have any fishtails on this, I'm just going to have this as a rectangle. So we'll trim that up so it's even on all sides. We'll pop a little bit of foam tape on the back, and then we'll get everything attached to the front of our card. I've taken off all the release paper, and just with my tweezers I'm just going to line that up on the front of the card, just kind of offset to the left, and then we'll grab our sentiment and just kind of offset that to the right. I was just working out where I'm wanting to place that and decided I just wanted to move it over a little bit so there's a bit more room between the sentiment and the image. And this is the finished card project for today. Calum's Curious Cat is just such a fun image to colour up, and I'm sure if anyone has a cat like I do, that cat's sitting on top of that chair looking down ready for his dinner and not letting you sit there and relax. I hope you've enjoyed this card making tutorial. If you have, make sure you hit the like button, and if you'd like to see any future videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.